So let's talk about how to be productive and pleasant in an open office environment like we have here at Marketing 360. We have a lot of experience in this area, obviously, so we can speak to it. Obviously, an open working environment can be good and bad, right? Compared to an isolated office environment. So let's talk about how you can be productive and take use of an open office environment and really take it to the next level and use it as your advantage and not your disadvantage. So tip number one to be productive in an open work environment is to be work social. What I mean by work social is to be communicative about the work that you're doing within the team, right? It's talking about how you can work as a team to get the goal taken care of, get the customer taken care of, get the project done. You're just constantly communicating about how you can get better. You don't see a sports team out at practice talking about anything other than the sport, right? How to run their plays better, how to perform better, how to prepare for the game. And so the communication revolves around that. They're not generally talking about the favorite movie they saw over the weekend and those sorts of things, right? Now that stuff's totally fine in an open office environment. It's quick, it's good for the culture and that kind of a thing, but you want to stay focused at the task at hand and keep communication primarily focused on work social, right? With longer personal conversations, it's really great to have good breakout areas. So if you have breakout areas around your office environment where people can kind of go to the side and talk about those things, quiet rooms to tag up about personal matters and that kind of a thing, really works great for that. But in the open working environment, you stay focused at the work at hand. Tip two to be productive in an open environment is to be aware of your quirks. Your quirks are interruptive to other people, right? It can be kind of annoying if somebody's humming to a certain song, tapping their foot, chewing really loudly, right? Talking way louder than is necessary. Probably like I'm doing right now, probably irritating these people, right? If you're doing this stuff in an open environment, it can be something that distracts people, and if it's distracting your teammate, it's preventing them from getting the work done that they need to get done. Tip three to be productive in an open environment is to protect your privacy. And what I mean by that is be cognizant of that and what's going to allow you to be an effective worker. So one thing is having headphones sometimes, right? You can put your headphones on, you can stay in a focused environment where the distractions and the noise around you is minimized so that you can stay focused at the task at hand. Also, when you're doing things like maybe you need to check social media, you're on your 10-minute break for the day maybe, and you want to check social media and do those things, just be aware that your screen is visible to the whole team, right? And so think about it. Maybe go to a breakout area and check those things might be something that you want to consider and that kind of a thing. The main thing is to protect yourself in terms of your mental health and being able to get your work done most effectively. You're going to need breaks. Take some time, walk around the building. It can be overstimulating sometimes working in an open environment, right? Sometimes you just need a moment of peace. And so just walking away for a minute, taking a walk around the building, for example, is just enough to reset yourself, refocus yourself, re-energize yourself for the rest of the day working with the team. Tip number four and last tip here is to avoid the fishbowl effect. Basically, the fishbowl effect is where people know that they're being watched, and so they want to act busy all the time so that people don't feel comfortable to interrupt them, right? It actually creates the opposite effect of an open environment where you should be communicating in a real-time type of environment. And so you want to avoid that, right? Be open to the idea of being somebody that appears approachable on your team. If you feel approachable, they're going to communicate with you appropriately, right? And you really leverage the benefits of the open environment to its fullest capabilities and take it to the next level. And that's what we've seen at Marketing 360 is there's a lot of disadvantages to an open environment and there's a lot of advantages to an open environment. And if you do it right and you're aware of the potential disadvantages and how to work around those, you can really leverage the advantages. We've done that well. We've seen that working in a team environment has really improved the culture, improved the communication, improved the buy-in of everybody towards the common goal of the team, and ultimately we've been far more successful than previously when we weren't as much in the open environment. I think you'll find the same, but you need to be aware of the possible negatives so that you can properly set right expectations with your team, provide training for your team and standards that your company has so that you really are most effective with the open environment and avoid all the disadvantages. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you got some ideas on how an open environment can be most effective for you. Try it out. If you are currently in an open environment, maybe think about some of the possible negatives that you're having and how you can work around those things. Thanks for watching. Happy marketing and have a great day.